Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Fate Grand Order. Let's get right back into the story here. Luvia? Oh, is that who this body belongs to? I didn't expect to run into one of her friends. Is this a friend of yours, Reines? Her body is, anyway. Looks like she's a pseudo-servant like me, though apparently they chose to fuse their personalities rather than keep them separate. So you're the ones who opened Nemesine in the fairy tale patchwork? You mean that scrap of paper? What if we were? I'm telling you this for your own good. You should give up now before it's too late. Master, I must tell you that I am unable to gauge her magical energy. I guess that makes sense, though, since she is a pseudo-servant. A really powerful one, too, if this spiritual force is anything to go by. This is no ordinary heroic spirit. Why did Luvia have to get a divine spirit, damn it? There's no way we could beat her in a fair fight. If we work together... Don't forget that assassin. He's bound to stop you from using your summoning spells again. What's more, that pseudo-servant Luvia's become has pretty outstanding stats across the board. If Tremau's analysis is anything to go by, her stats have all got to be B or better. And if that wasn't bad enough, we don't even know what her noble phantasm is like. It's much too risky. I'm glad to see you understand your situation. I don't know what sort of relationship you and this body's owner have, but if you insist on continuing to seek Nemesine, I'll have to pass judgment upon you. Judgment? Then you must be. I'll let you off with a warning this time, so I'd suggest you take this opportunity to decide how you want to play this. What a pain. If it's not one thing, it's another in this damn place. Senpai, are you alright? So our comms are back online now? Yes, but we can still only maintain the connection for a short time. We're working on extending it, but when I noticed your readings indicated you were in combat, I had to make sure you were okay. Another call from Chaldea, huh? You haven't exactly caught us at the best of times. I see. So that's what happened. It does sound very likely that this pianist has some connection to the Nemesine paper you found earlier. Do you think it might be this singularity's holy grail? Yes, I do. I can only venture a guess at this point, but based on what we know, it seems extremely unlikely that it would be completely unrelated. Then we definitely can't ignore it. Either way, there are no other leads to pursue. So then, what are you going to do about that divine spirit servant? No idea, but we can't afford to throw up our hands and stop investigation now. Then what are we going to do exactly? The same thing you do in any investigation. Interrogate the suspects. Huh. Oh, a hearing, you say? But alas, I lack an alibi. You're not here for that. You only want to know what I think about the piano. The piano had yet to be invented back in my time, but its beautiful tones are more than enough to set my flames of passion ablaze. Does that mean I wish to keep it all for myself, then? An excellent question. Permit me to respond. That's the idea, Shakespeare. If one should come across a glittering pile of gold, it is only natural that one would want to keep it all for oneself. Why, nothing comes amiss, so money comes with all. You want to hear what happened when I discovered the pianist was gone? Well, I can tell you that Shakespeare was already there when I arrived. If it was anyone, I dare say it's him. What's that? Try to just answer questions and not hurl accusations. You'll have to forgive me. It's something of a defense mechanism we older types develop. The moment it seems we're about to take the blame for something, we automatically try to pin it on someone else. No, I think that's just you. So you have come to question me as well? I fail to see what motive I could have for abducting a musician. This is not about that? I see. Yes, it was them who introduced me to the pianist. I remember that quite clearly. Learn anything useful? There was one thing nagging at me, so I wanted to make sure I had all the basics straight. Tremau, help me sort this information out. Yes, Master. I'll relay all my thoughts to you through my magical circuits. Let me know when you've sorted through all the aspects my subconscious mind focused on. Talk about convenient! I've always been good at these sorts of delicate operations. My brother, on the other hand, not so much. How about you, Simiyi? Got anything useful for us? You don't know anything about mystics, so you're just going to let me handle that stuff? Man, I guess even becoming a heroic spirit did nothing to temper your penchant for realism. Master, I finished my analysis. Your key words are forgetfulness, ghost, and pseudo-servant. Forgetfulness, ghost, and pseudo-servant? Why would those be lumped together? I mean, I know that servants are technically dead people, but there's a huge difference between normal dead people and heroic spirits. But then again... Reines? Hey, pupil. When you think of a musician heroic spirit, who's the first person that comes to mind? I'm going to be nice and say Salieri. Salieri? He's a great musician, sure, but why would he be your first choice? Because I love him. The question is, why did you think of that back then out of all the other possible choices? I've got it. Come with me, pupil. It's because I love him. What's so hard to understand about that? Oh, god damn it. Oh, cool. What do you know? All my earlier grinding paid off. There we go. Let's see. Can I get an Avenger? Of course I can! Thank you, Des! Of course, why wouldn't they have their max everything Salieri out during this event? We're back at the scene of the crime? That's right, and luckily for us, it hasn't been touched since that assassin ran off. If we take the assassin at his word that he didn't abduct the pianist, and given how little time M or Shakespeare would have had to abduct him, then this is the only place that the pianist could be. Huh. You're looking at the automaton that attacked us? I knew it! Another scrap of paper with Nemazine written on it. What does this mean? I'm so lost. It's simple once you figure it out. Remember what I told you about how pseudo-servants like me are made by having a heroic spirit possess a human vessel? Well, it's the same principle at work here. This automaton was given a specific person's memories, causing them to behave as if they were that person. I'd guess this piece of paper is infused with magical energy designed to facilitate that. I see. The Queen, M, and Shakespeare knew that, but they all forgot as well. That's just like what happened at the last patchwork. So, you were here too. How much of that did you overhear, M?
That's right! I remember now. Salieri wasn't able to become a servant here. He didn't have the spirit origin he needed. So he ended up wandering around the Tower of London as a ghost. Yes, that's why Shakespeare and I decided to create him ourselves. I came up with the plan, and Shakespeare wrote it out. That piece of paper we happened across even provided us with the magical energy we needed. When we were done, we introduced our Salieri to the Queen, and she accepted him as he was. So then, how could we forget? How could I have forgotten?
The rest probably comes down to plain old wear and tear. There's a reason why you need to tune delicate instruments before and after using them, after all. When you all forgot the truth about your automaton pianist and stopped tuning it, its interior workings must have deteriorated, culminating in it actually trying to harm us.
What a farce this turned out to be. Still, I suppose I should be grateful to you two. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be around to see this little show come to an end.
Where did you get this automaton in the first place?
It's been around for a long time. I believe it was built by a puppeteer from the Far East.
Of course! Of course! Can't have automatons without Toko.
As I recall, it was a failed creation of theirs that was only ever useful as a prototype.
I can guess who that might be. Yep, you sure have dealt with her puppets before.
I was so sure M was up to something. You wound me! Do I look like a villain to you? Yes. Absolutely. Oh. Well, I can't say you're wrong. Yeah. But I truly did love that piano. It was beautiful. Good, evil, none of that matters in the presence of true beauty. Even if we measure such things by different standards, they cannot be ignored. For there is great worth in beauty. That's why I wanted to let Salieri's music echo across this patchwork, even as a ghost.
Aww.
I wanted everyone to hear it, and to see them dancing in delight. That's all I ever wanted.
How did you figure it out, Reines? Intuition, really. But if I had to elaborate, it's because the music we heard at the Masquerade Ball reminded you of Antonio Salieri. When asked to name a musician servant, most people would think of Mozart. But in this case, you thought of Salieri, an Avenger. There must have been a reason for that. That's the why done it. I'd guess you thought the music was incomplete somehow, and not because Salieri isn't as good as Mozart. This isn't about skill or talent or even the performer's particular habits. Rather, this is owed to the fact that the music was being played so expertly that it gave you a peek into the performer's soul. And what you saw was no doubt incomplete and unstable, just like Salieri once was. Aww! From there, once I got the hints about forgetfulness, ghosts, and pseudo-servants, the rest was easy. We knew forgetfulness was a big thing here, thanks to the last patchwork. So it wasn't hard to guess from there that this automaton was a vessel for our pianist, whether it was indeed Salieri or not.
That doesn't make much logical sense, but I suppose that sort of deduction flies when one is braving the world of mystics.
Trust me, pal, woman's intuition is a force to be reckoned with. Anyway, I'd like to collect this paper and be on our way, but...
That's twice now.
Then you were spying on us.
I let you off with a warning the first time. Now I'm going to have to break out my scales.
Scales? And that outfit. I knew it.
It's time to pass judgment. I trust that won't be a problem, Carrie. You're the boss. Whoa, this has taken a rather abrupt turn.
You're a rogue servant too, right? Then you can thank us for solving this case by helping here.
Wait, you lured me out just to get me to fight, didn't you?
I considered just asking for your help, but I figured you'd be much more likely to show up this way.
Talk about birds of a feather.
Try to at least keep the assassin busy. Come on, pupil, let's do this.
Ugh. 3 HP bars, huh? I don't know how far down I need to get her. Ugh. This is a ruler disrespecting zone. Avengers only.
Oh wait, shit.
What's this buff she seems to have on her? Just resistance to all attacks, huh? And I can't... Okay, there we go. I was gonna be like, can I not lower her defense? I'm doing, like, no damage to her. Jesus Christ. So it's maybe, hopefully, more a matter of just survive X number of turns. Hopefully, maybe. That's not the one I wanted to press, that is. Huh, I thought Luvia's voice was lower.
These numbers are fucking pathetic. Okay, there we go. Damn, she's strong! Did she line her abs with steel or something? I wouldn't put it past Luvia. Report. Our current forces are insufficient to penetrate the enemy's spiritual defenses. I can see that! Damn it. Her spirit origin's on a whole other level. If only we had one more fighter on our side, I'd be able to put together a strategy.
I'm afraid I've got my hands full over here, not to mention the strain this is putting on my poor back. Ow, 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 ow.
I speak no evil. Hand over that Nemazine paper, and this will all be over. Evil, huh? So it's that sort of... Huh? Huh? Who are you lot? Elmalloy II detected. Commencing capture. Damn it! As if we didn't have enough problems! What's with these automata anyway?
Oh.
Reines! Over here! She took out those automata with one strike! No way! Gray? We finally find you, and you're fighting Luvia of all people? The scythe just talked. I'll add. Now's our chance! Grab the paper and run! Hey, get back here! Grabbing it now! Gray, my darling. Why are we flashing back to this now? Those who do know evil, nor will they know evil even when affected by it. I don't remember the context of this line, so it's like, what the fuck is going on with the grammar here? Those who know no end to goodness and yet are not aware of their goodness. I shall gather those purest souls, freeze them, and archive them. Ah, yes. No matter how much time passes, I will store them in my lance as something whose value will never change. Oh, right, that's why we're flashing to this. Wrongomaniad, right. What is wrong with that? My work is all for you, humans. We are not some butterflies on a board. Is that what you think? Is that also what you think, O Knight of the Shield? Human lives are finite. Amongst them, there are few whose lives are even more limited. Mash Kyrillite, you understand my ideal, don't you? Mash? Cursor, that's enough talking. The Lion King's mental structure is now completely that of a deity. She's lost her values as a human. This won't end with just talk.
fight and destroy that lance. Time will return to normal if you do that. Imprudent, Romani Archiman. That is much like you. However, I have come to the same conclusion. You've answered the question. If you are to deny me, I will deny you as well. Your death is inevitable, and now it draws near. Lament the limits on your life. Know those limits and accept my divine grace. Knight of the Shield, if you want to protect human lives, you will not fight me. Here she comes. Prepare for combat! Great, so I gotta fight Rongo again. Fuck. It's been so long. I may have messed up slightly. And I may end up needing to redo this fight. With like an actual proper setup. I didn't think I'd be doing this fight again. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. Whoops. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I actually might be able to make it through this with command seals, though. Like, without going back and changing my team. I don't feel like going back and changing my team, so I guess that's how I'm gonna do it. Sure hope I don't need my command seals later.
Alright, let's go. There we go. That's much easier to deal with. Hey! Hey! Wake up already! Cripes, that's about time. For a while there, I wasn't sure you were going to wake up at all. You must really want me to break out my failed pupil brand, huh? Thank goodness you're alright. So, what happened after I lost consciousness? M hightailed it out of there as soon as he could. Don't worry, I'm sure that shady old man will be fine. You look like you're doing well. I take it you remembered something important? Yeah, really important. We got a room at a nearby hotel. You can see where we are for yourself if you look out the window. I take it this is where Babbage comes into play. This is the third Patchwork London, the steampunk patchwork. Gray time. All comm systems are green. Can you hear me, Senpai? Yay, our third call! Great, I can see on our end that you've got the second paper as well. But most of all, I'm glad you're okay. By the way, may I ask who you are? It's nice to meet you. My name is Gray. I'm, Reines' friend? Oh, she's so cute! Hey, come on. No need to be so blunt. No, it's alright. I don't deserve such a great honor anyway. Hey, come on. It's not about being deserving. It's just that you and I are... This is how it always is with these two. You wouldn't believe how awkward they can be. Quiet, Ad. Ah! Quit shaking me, Gray! You don't know your own strength! Good grief. Anyway, Gray here's an acquaintance of mine, though I had no idea she'd become a servant, too. I guess you could say she's my brother's pupil? That's right. I was enrolled at the clock tower as Lord Elmaloy II's apprentice. Reines told me what happened to him. I'm so sorry for your loss. I want to find out what happened to my mentor. If I can't do that, there's no point in my being here. He took me in when no one else would. He gave me a place to belong. So the last thing you remember is coming to and finding yourself here in this Patchwork London, right? Right. I've known from the beginning that I'm a servant now, but I still don't know what summoned me here or why. I see. We seem to have that much in common. If you don't mind, could you form a temporary contract with me? Any pupil of Reines must be a good master. Of course. While we're at it, I have something else to tell you. I haven't officially confirmed this yet, but between the scales and her talk about passing judgment, I'm positive the divine spirit possessing Luvia is Estrella, the Greek goddess of justice. Exactly. In Greek mythology, history was divided into several ages: the Gold, Silver, Bronze, Heroic, and Iron Ages. Estrella spent her days living among humans and fiercely advocating for justice until the very last Iron Age. She's basically one of the progenitors for the concept of Lady Justice. Our information confirms that too. Reines' theory is almost certainly correct. Estrella, to think we'd come this far only to find a divine spirit pseudo-servant standing in our way. You said it, and we still don't even have any idea who killed my brother. It's not all bad news, though. Now we have a real shot at victory.
We do.
You bet. Gray's noble phantasm should have no trouble getting through Estrella's defenses.
You know what her noble phantasm can do? I mean, I do. I mean, not in gameplay, but...
Oh, sure. Gray's always had hers, even when she was alive. Wait, are you an assassin?
Yes, I am. I think it's because I keep my weapon hidden.
So that's why you were designated an assassin? Well, that's just silly and unbefitting.
You keep your weapon hidden?
I can understand your confusion, but a girl's got her secrets.
I'll tell you, that scythe was me!
Hey, don't just give it away like that! I'm Ad, a sealing mystic code. Nice to meet ya. Oh, and by sealing, I mean I keep my goods sealed away most of the time. Sometimes I change shape, so Gray here can use me as a weapon, though.
So you were that scythe I saw.
Well, aren't you cheeky? Come to think of it, you didn't even blink when you first saw me talking, eh? Oh, nice to meet you too, comms girl.
Likewise. I'm so relieved. Since I wasn't able to go there with Senpai, I've been thinking about other times I've had to stay behind. I'm so glad he managed to find such dependable allies during this race shift. Oh, we've managed to improve our monitoring fidelity, so I'm analyzing that paper you found as we speak. One thing we've already learned is that there appear to be other, tinier scraps of that paper scattered throughout Patchwork London.
There are?
These scraps emit an identical energy signature to the paper you found, but on a much smaller scale. If you can, I'd like you to collect as many of those as you can, along with the Nemazine ones. In the meantime, I promise I'll do everything I can to help you out from here.
What a capable young lady you are. Makes me wish I had an underling for myself. Alright then, let's go see what this latest patchwork is like. Seeing how she tried to take it from us, I'm guessing Luvia, Estrella, is after those scraps of paper too. I don't know what she's up to, but whatever it is, we're bound to run into each other again at some point. So, unfortunately, we can't afford to dilly-dally.
Daughter time.
Hakamori no Gray です。普通のサーバントとは少し事情が違うと思いますし、 何かとご迷惑をかけるかもしれませんが、どうぞよろしくお願いします。
She's so cute. AoE. Oh, she got the dreaded Buster NP 3 quick cards. But at least her NP seems built to counter that. I should check how big her battery is.
ふむふむ。進み具合はさーて、新しいミッションが開いたらしい。頑張ってもらおうか。事件進展だな。さ、ホワイトニットに注意したまえ。英霊も魔術師も物理法則にとらわれなくさーて、新しいミッションが開いたらしい。
Wow, got a lot of stuff I can grab.
なかなかいいものを。事件進展だな。さあ、我が弟子、新しい現場に行ってみよう。ホワイトニットに注意したまえ。
Yep.
英霊も魔術師も物理法則にとらわれない存在だが、動機だけはそうはいかない。どこまで行っても彼らもまた人間なんだ。
And looks like I'm gonna need to do some more grinding to unlock the next section. So, I will end this video here. I'll see you all next time.